Hello and welcome to episode 103.
Don't tell me not to interrupt you.
103 of the Trample Pet podcast. My name's Gary Black.
Trample Pet.
Keep all this in. This is perfect.
Mate, is that your, like, even into a wee sort of spiel? How did they go about it?
He basically said, "Remember, it's the first. This could be somebody's first podcast."
Well, that's what I was just thinking.
First time listening.
If this is somebody's first moment of listening, is this? Yeah, they go, "Oh, these guys are dicks."
See if somebody's listening to this and wants a professional podcast. Go elsewhere.
Would they be 33% right? Gary.
Yes.
If you want to redo.
No, don't. It was perfect.
No, I don't want to redo. I want people to know the way you treat me. So, Dirty 30 update. We're now at 26 people. So, it's your last chance. If you want to get involved in our quiz, you get the chance to win a wrestling belt that we're getting made.
Can it be called a wrestling belt if it's not a wrestling belt? It's a quiz belt.
So, as a
That's
quiz
a
belt.
good point. We're getting a quiz belt made.
Fuck.
But
2 minutes in and I'm making good points.
we will require you to lather yourself up in oil for a photo shoot of getting presented with the belt.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm going to win this.
A lot of people are really, really confident.
Yeah.
I'm liking the bravado. The problem I've got with the list of 26 is it's a lot. If we've got 26 there, we've got a maximum of 52 testicles. You know, there might be 48, but there's a lot of guys on there.
Yeah.
If you're female, you will skate right in there and don't be letting the patriarchy steamroll this with numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And please be good at quizzes. Don't come on and be shite.
Yeah, but even statistically, if 2 women come on and one's shite and one's good, it's going to be a higher percentage of the 26 men.
It's a good point.
Do you think so?
Oh, 100%. Of 50% of the men that are going to be on the 100% of women.
Yeah, if you're a competent woman, you've got a very good chance of winning.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only in it because we're shorter numbers.
But you are still going to trash talk everybody into
Oh yeah, totally. I've season reviewed the chase. I've got every question ready, so you can't take your questions for the chase.
Yeah, so if you want to enter, you can enter any way you like. You can get us on Twitter, on Facebook. If you say to us, "Oh well, if you're short of numbers, then I'll maybe throw my name in the ring," then you can fuck off.
You're an absolute shark.
Stop being a shite bag.
God, am I holding this pool cue the right way round?
Oh guys, I've got a spare ticket for a gig. You want to go? Oh well, I'll see what's happening. If you still can't get ready before the gig, I'll go. Do you want to fucking go? Do you want to go? It's a free ticket. Just fucking say aye or no.
I've got a mate Johnny that not so much anymore, but see when we were teens, he would finish a conversation like a minute into a conversation and go, "I say, I'll get your phone back tomorrow. I'm going to go for a shite now." You're going, right? But you could, do you know what I mean? You could have said, "Listen, I'll catch you tomorrow. I'm busy."
Aye.
You didn't need to say, "Listen, defecating is more important than you arranging to pick me up and give me a lift somewhere."
What I like to do when Chris phones me is see if I can go and he doesn't notice.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I've got friends that will continue to talk to me on the phone. I'll go, "You're very echoey. Where are you?" Go, "Oh, I'm taking a shit."
In your Moses.
Aye. Is there any Patreon?
Yes, we have a new Patreon subscriber.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Another one
this week. So thank you to Peter Glover.
Peter, you blessed soul.
Peter is an avid supporter of both podcasts, it seems.
And also Free Sky on the internet.
Exactly. Oh, Pedro that joined the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I've never clicked because Peter's always been following the Trample Bet.
That's him.
And talking. Right, okay,
Yep,
got you.
yep.
Honestly, what a pair of snitches. This was all an alleged favour.
I mean, it's still alleged.
Aye.
What goes on in the WhatsApp group is between us and our future lawyers.
I said, I seen this thing on the internet.
If you are interested, you can sign up to our Patreon. For £3 a month, you get early access.
That's right, you're as well
episodes.
sticking £5 or £6 in for all the benefits.
For the 5 or 6, also known as £7, you get access to extra episodes and little bits and pieces and videos that we do. And if you're a maniac, you want to give us £10 a month, you get all that plus a little bit more access to older episodes and future discounts off shit.
And the extra
future discounts, you absolute fucking Fire Festival scam artist, man.
The extra content we've been peddling is like the Bad Boys free poster. It's coming. It's coming.
Extra content's been alright.
It's coming. No enough. We need to start upping this. You two are getting lazy.
Well, you can only do a Tuesday.
I do a full other podcast.
A full other podcast. It's a shit.
And I done that whole Cortinas shite to keep it going along.
That is true.
But we are super appreciative of the money. I always pretend I don't care, but we do. It's awesome.
Is this you reacting after listening to last week's podcast and realise how unlikable you were?
Exactly. I don't fucking listen to this podcast. Told you that before.
But other people do. That's because you get to speak to me and Gary all the time. Like you don't view it as the fucking treat it is.
My friend Lucy, who lives,
I never view this as a treat.
My friend Lucy, who lives in Paris, says it's a great opportunity to hear me talking while she's far away.
Yeah, but ultimately have a pause switch.
Yeah, that you can turn off at any time. Yeah, it's definitely the benefit.
I do think we've got massively better at interacting though. Like I did listen back to some of the first ones, and we did talk over each other a lot.
Yeah.
Well, do you know, I can maybe see your point. Maybe one of us was just waiting, and the other one's
the
getting
other two
good.
catching up.
No,
yeah,
the other one's
good
getting
point. Oh, Chris, you've caught up well though.
Aye. We don't have the CV to tell the stories.
Oh. Do you know how long it takes me to fucking make up this bullshit that never happened? Oh
God! Imagine Chris's funeral.
Fuck.
Well, in 1987.
How did you know Chris? Oh, I used to work with him. Where?
I actually forget now.
Hold on, we'll get the fucking scroll out. We can see what it was.
Just take them off.
Have you got a year?
Oh, can you imagine everybody showed up in work uniform? It would be like an advert for diversity, wouldn't it?
So let's move on to John's favourite starting feature, 8 minutes in, celebrity deaths.
Yes, I know.
So our first one this week is Michael Legrand, who John won't know.
Feddy's brother.
Yeah. You made yourself laugh there.
Like you work and you work and you work, and then you see the space for the Feddy Legrand reference. You're just grafting, and then it appears, and then you're going, I'm taking it. You're going to have a wee chuckle to yourself.
Michael Legrand was a French film composer.
Okay, what did he write?
He wrote the song Windmills of Your Mind.
Do you know what? See, there's something about the chord progression in that see when it comes on, it's just like you're immersed in it. It's like I don't know if it's the way the words scan. Do you know the?
I mean, I'm sure if you played it, I would know exactly what it is.
It's just like everybody will feel differently about different. You know, it's that feeling will come for a different song. Like, like Gary, Motorcycle Emptiness.
I mean, that's a good song though.
But I don't know why that song kind of gets to me as much.
It is sad. It is very melodically minor.
Aye.
He also wrote the song Yentl from Yentl, which more recently was people got upset because it's very much sounded like Can You Build a Snowman?
Right.
From Frozen.
Right. And what was
Let's Go Build a Snowman?
And what was Legrand's version?
The Father, Can You Hear Me?
Oh, the Liza Minnelli one?
Yeah.
Aye, they are very similar, aren't they? Yeah. So how old was he?
He was 86.
He must have done some shagging off the back of these songs.
Yeah. Well, he had he had one Oscar for that song.
Windmills.
Yeah.
Right.
And he had 2 Oscars for best score for the film that came from.
See that song? I remember that being a song I got upset when an advertiser used it.
Yeah.
See, like, I was telling my kids about the kids have started getting into and specifically asking for the Beatles and Queen. You know, just as a sort of, they've heard them and they're asking for them. And I was talking to my daughter about how the Beatles back catalogue had changed from Lou Grade had them, Apple had some of them, then Michael Jackson, and then sold Revolution to Nike. And I was just talking about exactly that, how songs can make you feel. So if an advertiser uses it, what they're trying to do is they're trying to sell you a version of you that you want to be through that song, and the soundtrack's all part of it. And I remember that song, the Windmills, in my mind or of my mind? Windmills in my mind. Being used to advertise something, you're going, fuck. You know, because you then start associating the product with, you start associating the song with the product.
Yeah.
I see when they used Tina Turner's Gillette, the best one I can get, for the razor adverts, that just fucking killed me.
When was that?
85.
I've got this thing, what age would you have been in? Not born, I'm guessing.
Aye, I'd have been -3.
I was just going to say, like, I don't think I realised that was a previous song.
Well, because you know what? Do you know what I
I
thought?
only know it is Gillette.
No, that was her song. Gillette, she made up the word and then they based the whole razors run about it.
Because see you know the recent advert thing, I was sitting thinking, adverts and songs, I don't think adverts are aimed at the people that spend just now. It feels like it's like aimed at people who are going to spend in 15 years. Like, see everything I buy now, I remember adverts from being a child of them. I'd never see advert of them now, but I notice I'd buy the products, whether it's Gillette. I buy now as an adult, but I never see an advert. I drink Coke, but I never see an advert now.
Well, what about the...
Just remember all the adverts from being a kid.
What about the Gillette advertising controversy last week?
I've not even seen it.
Where they've obviously got a bunch of young millennials in there and said, listen, it's not the best a man can get. Should we be looking at more an idea of the best a man can be? Or are we looking at the concept of the best anyone can get? Can it be a more fluid version? Going, it's all just to fucking punt razors.
Yeah.
Then you've got the other ones that are hitting the podcast and advertising hard. Harry's razors.
Yeah.
They're going strictly on price. You've been paying too much for your razors forever. We're going to do it for a couple of £1 a month and we'll send them out to you. You don't even need to go to the Asda and get the security tag off them.
Yeah.
Like, as well, I will use the same razor blade until it cuts me fiercely.
That's how I judge it as well.
Until
it's ripping my flesh, then it's all right.
Until you can't stem the blood coming from your scrotum. If you buy... You know when you've bought a cheap razor?
It hurts. The two blades, I don't know how anyone ever shaved on 2 blades. Honestly, it's fucking horrible. 5 blades is too much. 3 blades is probably okay. 4 was the peak. You didn't need a 5th blade.
There are women sitting there going, oh, listen to poor guys talking about shaving their face. That's a pure sin for them.
I know. You have no idea the hot wax that goes on.
The horrors, the spaghetti junction that is a woman's body. Just shave your face and stop whining.
If you go and look at the women's razor section, it's literally the same razor with a pink handle for an extra £2.
An extra £2?
Yeah.
And they've got more to shave.
They put a slightly curvy handle on it and dye it pink, and then they charge them more money for it.
I imagine when Legrand made his money, it was big money.
Yeah,
you know,
that was the time
you could still make money from music.
Money. Yeah.
So Fede, R.I.P.
The other one that we're going to do is quite controversial, John.
Oh.
I
don't know why you're saying it all. It was just your idea.
Oh, so we are doing it good. I wasn't sure if you were vetoing it because she's hadn't found a body yet.
See, if I go to a funeral, I want a corpse.
Aye. No. Why see a corpse? You don't want to see the body.
See if you don't have a corpse.
It's
a memorial service.
Right, I have never once attended any family or friends, members' funeral and went, I want to see the body to know that I'm actually here at a funeral. I just accept that there is a body up at the end.
Have I ever told you about when we were carrying my dad into the chapel?
You've told us various different stories.
That sounds like a laugh.
No, I think the only story you've told us is about the talking at the funeral.
What happened was it was quite a big unit, so it's normally 6 all got a coffin into a chapel, right? But it was 8, right? 4 each side. So my dad had taken football teams and was quick. You know, a lot of the guys in the town knew him. A lot of them had played for football teams. But a couple of days before the funeral, there was like an open casket. There was a separate room in the funeral parlour, and anybody that wanted to go and see my dad could go in and see my dad. But what we realised is that quite a lot of guys had went and put their old football medals in.
Right, okay.
And they'd said to me, my brother, saying, do you know what, I'd won that when I was a kid and went in and put the medals in them. But I think me and my brother were the only ones that knew that people had done it. You know, like maybe put it just on the side. So he came to take my dad into the chapel, and I'm on the same side as my cousin, and behind me is my uncle. And as we lifted up the coffin to take him into the chapel, all the medals started rattling about in the coffin. My cousin goes, "Oh, the chain just fell out his pocket." And my uncle goes, "The fucking weight of the coffin, I think it's a money belt he's getting on." But it's those you know, as we're carrying them in, we're laughing and going, it's that dark shit that kind of, you know, it gets you through. But I don't know, was it just a jar of pennies that was in there? Had they used ballast? If I'm going to a funeral, I want to know the dead person's there.
It's a shame that you didn't get in there first, because you could have passed them on to your son, going, "This is all your dad's football medals that I won."
Nah, you need to win your own medals.
That was like the first. Well, my grandpa was like 21 stone, 22 stone, so he was huge. So he was like, he never worked the whole time I knew, like, being around him. And that was like my first interaction with how men kind of spoke to each other. Right. Was because my grandpa used to take me down the social club to play snooker, and it would be around all his pals. And that was one of the first, fucking not banter, can't use the word banter, but that's the only way I can describe it. It's the first time I seen people taking the mick out of each other. And they were all old guys talking about who would be the first to die. And then the joke was going, "I hope every one of us go before you, Jimmy, because I'm no fucking carrying that coffin." And I was like, "You're all joking about each other being dead now."
Do you know what? Did you see? There was another guy that died in the pub, and see what you're talking about. Sort of the old guys getting you the banter. They've ruined that word, haven't they?
Aye, we guys have, but it's exactly what it was though.
Every time you used to go into the pub with your dad, you're 18 or 19, like that was 6 foot at the time. This guy was about 5'4", and he had that sort of 20 Rothman's voice. Like I knew him the whole time growing up, and as that old guy chat that's there to rib you up that you didn't get for anywhere else. You're like, "You're right, just doing for a couple of pints for your dad. You damn yourself, you flinging the lips about. You flinging the lips about, are you? You got a girlfriend, you got a boyfriend, you flinging the lips about." That's God, just that type of chat. That guy had a folder, right? You see anybody that hurt their leg or their ankle or done something at 5 asides or something. He had an A4 folder that was kept behind the bar in the pub, and if you went in with a sticky on, you're going, "You want a 40?" And it was a 40 of the cracks in the pavement or the potholes within the council area. You're going, "You want a 40? You're a 40 for you." Just these things that had, you know, the undercurrent. That going, "Nah, it's all right. I'll just tell them. Just tell them what actually happened." You fling it, but see. 20 years later, that phrase is, see if my mates bring their son into the company, I'm going, "You flinging the lips about me, man." I was in Asda yesterday and I've got my 2 kids and we're doing the belt. See the big long belt that kids you on? It's not a self-service, and you get to the end of it and you're going, "Oh, I'm doing this myself. I thought this was a queue." So you get in and the wee boy in front is with his mum, and she knows the Asda worker. So the mum says to the Asda worker that she knows, "Aye, Ben he's got another tooth out at the front." The woman working for Asda says, "Oh, let me see it. The big gap in his front tooth." He's like, "Oh, have you been kissing lassies? You've been kissing lassies, haven't you? That's how your teeth fell out. Your teeth fall out when you kiss lassies." And he's going, No, I wasn't kissing lassies." And I went to tell her, and I was like, "I seen that wee guy kissing a lassie yesterday." The 3 of them turned round just to go like, "Fucking butt out, queer hawk." And I'm like, "It's cool, I've got my kids." Do you know what I mean? How can I be strange when I have sired children myself. My interjection is valid. See, if I'm one guy on my own, don't interject. See if you get the kids there. Safety net. I'm obviously not a fucking idiot or a weirdo. Do you know what I mean? I did see him kissing lassies yesterday. The wee guy looked at me just going, shut up, you dick.
I had a thing happen the other day. I went outside my house to get in the car, and there was some...
You didn't do it inside your house, no?
No.
You keep your car outside?
Yeah.
Cool.
Some youths coming along the street.
Youths!
And they were just a guy and a couple of girls, and they were giggling away. And just he'd down, get in the car. And then as they got closer, they were screaming. These girls were screaming, "Oh my God, I'm having an amazing orgasm."
Right?
So, stare at my feet, just keep my head down, don't flinch, get in the fucking car. And just as I'm reaching my car door, one goes, "Oh yeah, I'm having an amazing orgasm."
Right.
I'm like, wow, I'm fucking I'm actually terrified. I don't know what to do.
You realise that's why they did it.
I know.
See, the minute you walked out and put your head down, you were cannon fodder for this joke.
I was like, 10, 15 years
Gary,
ago.
I love for these fucking confrontational situations. See yesterday coming off the expressway, it turned left to come up Finiston Street. I'm in the filter lane to head up to McDonald's, and there's these fucking adult nets being Larry across the road. You know, it's like crossing the road kind of with the arms out going, knock me down. I just stopped. 3 miles an hour, stroked up to them. It's like, you're not so fucking big now, are you? Sorry. I live for that confrontation. I live for it.
I shouted it, got in my car and cried.
Right, what are you going to do the next time? Like, you need to... Like,
go back inside my house and shut the door.
See, because my two kids were
Be
quite...
careful what you do here.
Because my two kids...
You could create a monster.
Because my two kids were quite timid and always worried about other people's feelings, you're going, do you know what? I know that you shouldn't try and hurt people's feelings, but if somebody's having a go at you, you need to be armed. And what you do is you sit and you teach them a load of slags. You know, just to get right under people's skin.
There's another one that works perfectly that I found out yesterday. My under 17s were playing, and we've put the ball out because one of our players was injured.
Right.
And people who don't know football, traditionally, you give the ball back.
Aye.
So the wee guy's like that, I'm going to throw it back. And one of his teammates goes, "No, give me the ball." And he's like, "No, I've thrown it back." And I was like, "Wee man, we put it out to get injured." And the wee guy, 17, I can't do anything. The wee guy just looks at me and goes, "Fuck up." And I was like, that's a perfect retort. I have nothing more to do here.
Yeah. Do you think?
I think fuck up is a perfect end. There's nothing there to come back on cleverly. You just go fuck up. And
You fuck up.
You've not tried to slag him with something witty that he can turn around and go, got you.
See, I know we're living in a politically correct... You can't say things to hurt, but see, we guys especially at that age, just ask them if their balls have dropped. But like, if your balls dropped, you man.
Well, do you know what you can actually...
Shut up, you pedo, fuck up.
You can actually tell because they don't shout at football, like between like 14 and 16,
right? Because
the balls are dropping, their voices are breaking. Right. So we guys are very conscious of not shouting for the ball or shouting at people because of that exact reason. Aye.
Goalie!
They won't do it because if they do it and their voice crackles, they're cannon. They're getting done in the whole game going, ah. But see, 2 minutes later, see the guy told me to fuck up. Boy, my team just nailed him.
Aye,
absolutely nailed him.
Well,
that's my boy though. The boy in the team.
He's talking on the park.
Aye, that's my boy.
Do you know what? I have been working on my compassion and putting myself in other people's shoes and try to do the right thing and everything this year. But see, sometimes you do just need to fucking fight your corner, Gary. Who was it? Was it a male or a female that said this to you?
A female.
But why didn't you just say, listen...
Was there a wee guy there?
Aye.
The correct response would have been to the wee guy.
Aye.
And go, well done, wee man.
That's creepy as fuck.
No, it's not. Get in your car, that's your retort, away you go.
Or you leather the wee guy so that you go, listen, I can't leather her, so I'm leathering you.
The problem is as well...
Trample back to the home of leathering wee guys.
Somebody... about just before Christmas, somebody in the street got moved out for
Leather and wee guys.
aye,
In a sense.
yeah, in a sense. And nobody's quite sure which house it was that they lived in. So that's also coming into mind. Going,
Right.
don't want somebody to go, seen that pedo lives in there.
Aye, it's the one with the shooting the swing in the back garden.
He asked me if I wanted to see my cat.
Do you know what, Gary? Just live on the edge a wee bit more. Just fucking fight your corner,
I've
mate.
become one of those guys that's scared of teenagers.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
So the footballer Salah died.
Who?
That's the boy that Cardiff City signed for 12 million from Nantes.
So did they pay the 12 million up
They've
front?
paid the 12 million's done. Well, I don't know what the fee organised was, but it won't matter because Cardiff are actually going to gain out of this for insurance. Because he was 27 years old. Nantes are getting their £12 million or €12 million. Cardiff are going to get much more than that.
So
Do you know what?
everybody's
this,
up.
This is actually a victory against corporate insurance.
Yeah, but that's all corporate insurance is.
Do you know what?
I like there was the rumour, I think it's been proven though.
Oh, shit, I've just realised.
I'm going to say something nice and it's not going to seem out of character. I did like the thing that they've got a...
Walker just admitted he's a character.
There's a WhatsApp that he left a WhatsApp note to his mum as the plane was crashing. And I was
really?
like, that is like fucking really nice. It's like, I feel bad I can't make any jokes now. So I'm like, what a nice wee guy.
So yeah, if MD didn't follow this, he was on a small single person jet.
That has since been informed that it was not meant to be carrying any passengers ever.
Oh really?
It's a transport plane only.
Wow.
So the guy had been paid to take the 2 passengers. And he shouldn't have. It's not a plane it's a plane solely for transporting goods.
So he was trying to get from Nantes to Cardiff.
Yes, and Cardiff had offered to organise him flights. Because that's what clubs would do.
And he went, no, I know a guy.
It basically just went, I've got access to a plane. Because he did. Like, that was obviously something he'd done more than once. Like, it was obviously like, I've got the plane.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Chris, you were saying, was it even last week you were saying that it's amazing that in the busiest shipping lane in the world, somebody can just disappear?
Well, see the couple of days after, and there was a cry for people to come forward and say, do you know what, you should resume the search. The days after that then, they were trying to find out Cardiff, Nantes, the family, all launching their own investigations to find out what happened here. A fucking plane crashed.
Yeah.
Do you know, that's what happened. How much more blame do you want to apportion to people? The other thing, see, when, after I said that to you about going, yes, they've taken the insurance money out of them, I then realised that is the best fucking sales tool for people insuring players for the next 10 years going, well, why that fucking boy in Cardiff?
But the issue will be, though, is that his family will not get any personal insurance for his death because he's taken something that he shouldn't have done. Right. So he's broken all his probably personal insurance by getting this plane, whereas Cardiff have no fault involved, so they'll get their insurance back on the player. But the family, that's probably why they want something included to try and find out what exactly happened, because they will be entitled to nothing. And I've no doubt Cardiff will give money to the family, but it's not really the point. It's like the insurance case will be he took a plane that should not have been used to carry passengers, and the pilot has obviously lost his life as well.
But that £5 Intersport voucher will go a long way.
Every fucking day, every week, every month, Dennis Bergkamp is looking like the most intelligent football person to ever have lived.
The Flying Dutchman, ironically.
Aye.
Him and B.A. Baracus.
Aye, the B.A. Baracus of world football. Here, just drink this protein shake.
Aye.
The thing that was just absolutely despicable was
the Richie Edwards is putting a 5-a-side team together.
Yeah. The day after the search stopped, I just took a wee look on Twitter, and one of the top trending topics in Scotland was Madeleine McCann, and I was like, "That's weird. Why is that trending? Maybe they found some new evidence or something." So I clicked on it to see, and it was just person after person after person going, "You've been looking for that Wayne for 12 years, and you'll not even look for this guy for 3 days."
It's the worst example of wee guy chat on Twitter. That's what it is. And I said this before. It's wee guys who weren't at the right age to make any jokes with Madeleine McCann when it happened. And now there's not even a joke there. It's like just a really shitty stance.
You're highlighting two things that are slightly similar at a very, very base level. Two people went missing and they couldn't find them.
Aye. Oh, there was a crash of a plane that would have been destroyed on impact.
Yeah.
The plane will be in bits. The body could be fucking anywhere.
Could be in several places.
That too. Could the plane have went fire and be totally disintegrated completely? The body's not. I don't know.
I always like to subscribe to the idea that he just had enough and he wanted to go and sort of sell ice lollies and.
So he's just away in
Thailand.
They went to some island.
Aye.
He got his wage. He actually took the money, ciphered it straight through. He's like, I'm going to live in here now. But that's like the worst chat. It's
no. I'm going to pull.
So
I'm going to pull the banhammer forward here.
Right. Okay.
It's a similar, and I've had a problem with it for a long, long time, and it marries into what Gary was talking just about. Going, see, even sometimes if somebody's annoying you like that, see, sometimes if you just look at them and go. Do you know what? Just say it with your eyes and go, you've picked on the right prick here. You know that kind of, you don't need to say something, you don't need to have a pithy. And the one that I've it's been getting in my nerves for a long time is your da sells Avon.
Oh God.
Oh, right.
It was mildly amusing the first time you seen it.
See if somebody's dad is out there trying to earn crust and bring a bit of money into the house, and you think, oh, your da sells Avon. See if somebody's in this gender fluid society that we live in, if a man wants to sell makeup to support his family, I don't think it should be a negative. And the way people, your dad sells Avon, you absolute vacuum.
But yeah, that dad is caught in a exploitative pyramid scheme.
Aye. And he'll learn himself. He doesn't need people with a very privileged life experience using it as a derogatory. I'm putting your da sells Avon forward as just a banhammer and kind of enough. Just
see, I think what you've got, and I think what we're mistaken is that we guys pick up chat at different times, and it looks like it's just a continuous chat. And there's probably wee guys who started it who are like fucking wouldn't say it ever again, but other wee guys are just hearing it the first time and going, haha, your dad sells Avon, and it continues. It's not the same people using the same chat.
Somewhere there's a wee guy going, your ma. Going, what?
Aye.
What?
Aye. First time ever.
Aye. That's
I can't believe he said my what to me.
Well, because I get sent a meme of the Wannies. The Wannies done it video.
I'd be lasted in the shite.
Oh yeah.
Aye, right.
I had never seen it before. Like,
really?
I get sent a meme relating to the joke, and I was like, I fucking don't get this.
I have no reference here.
Aye. And it was like, how have you not seen this video? And that was just made me think, going, aye, there's probably just so much on the internet that people don't get everything.
Honestly, the words actually send a fucking chill down my...
Was that not a Lemmy thing, though?
He put a thing up during the week there about Scottish Twitter, but see, to me, Lemmy is Scottish Twitter.
Aye, he is everything that was good and is probably bad about it.
Lemmy is Scottish Twitter. And Lemmy's got a band of people that follow him now that will never ever go away, no matter how shite his output is.
Yeah. Lemmy's problem was he used social media the same way I did. He just didn't ever thought that didn't go straight onto it. Whereas if he'd quality controlled, he would have put out good stuff all the time.
I think he... Do you know what? I think Lemmy's in a space now where he can stick out whatever he wants, and there will be people that go for it.
But there's people who also try to recreate it, and it's tragic.
I don't think Lemmy can have a go at Scottish Twitter when the majority of his followers are Scottish Twitter.
I thought he was. I didn't know what the reference. I didn't know if he was praising it or slagging it.
Like, see writing stuff. Like the point he made was kind of people just writing stuff in slang.
Aye,
and going, my mocky man says, you leaving that towel there? I was like, away and leave us. Going, aye, that is prevalent there. But they are trying to ape a thing that you've created.
Aye.
Do you know, it's kind of, and we were speaking briefly and we says, we'll edit the bit out when we were talking about stand-up. To me, I think live stand-up's done. because so many people can get their ideas out in a tweet or a Facebook message or a video.
And Insta stories, aye, so it's a waste.
Aye, so actually going to see one person stand there with a microphone and try and bring colour or life or inject.
Do a 90-second video on your phone, gets 20,000 shares is more than you're going to gig to in a year doing stand-up. Unless you're famous.
Aye, it's the disposability of social media has allowed an idea or a joke or a line to it's just shortened its lifespan so much.
Aye, it's not even the 15 minutes of fame, it's like 2 seconds of fame because there's something else to watch in a minute later.
That's the whole idea of a man trying to support his family selling cosmetics. Can that go in as a banhammer?
Yeah, definitely.
And if you find anybody using it in social media, I want you to question them. Go, well, what does your dad do?
That's
amazing. Yes.
I'm probably going to just go type in Avon
Aye.
to Twitter and just start doing that.
What does your
You could
dad
set
do?
up.
Aye.
You don't even need to do it. You could set up a bot
I
that
bet-
just
I bet-
replies to every tweet.
Well, and
Aye.
that's the same reference as your More Punts Council then.
Aye, it's she's an entrepreneur on the black side of the deal. Do you know what? She's working in a market.
Yeah, that being said, but if anyone sells Juice Plus, just slag them.
Yeah. It's. Do you know what? It's the divisive thing where everybody's just trying to scratch a living. And see, when you're doing your HNC in sports science
Or media studies.
you shouldn't really be having go at a guy that's maybe taking a second job. Do you know what? Just to try and give his kids the start that you never.
Okay, you're in.
So what's the response?
Oh no, you're
is
in.
that aye,
It's in.
100% in?
And I like the idea of challenging everyone.
Aye,
Oh yeah, it's only in if you start challenging people.
Aye, but what does your dad do? You obviously have a lot of life experience.
Aye, if you're going to go back, can you just hashtag what does your dad do?
Aye.
On every one of them. I'm going to start.
Aye.
I'm going to start doing that with everything.
Is your dad a doctor?
Aye. He actually works in boots in the cosmetic aisle, but it's a different thing altogether.
Oh, here's a new one. Your mom wants Jerry Cinnamon. Good one. That's a reference that I know who Jerry Cinnamon is, and it's derogatory towards his mum.
So I think for once, maybe we should try and be the sensible middle voice.
What the fuck was I talking about before I get into the banner?
Have you been tracking the Alex Salmond upcoming court case?
Yes, and I am not going to come out of this well. I'm going to keep this brief, right? See if Alex Salmond did something nefarious and something wrong. Fucking jail him quick and jail him now. Do not drag this out. I read the Daily Record front page where they put I seen it on Twitter of the charge sheet.
Yes.
The charge sheet is grim. I have seen the pictures where they have grafted Salmon's face onto Jimmy Savile. The comparisons to Nicola Sturgeon, how much did she know, and historic child abuse at football clubs. And it's kind of became a kind of, a joke thing amongst. This does sound shite, but unionists aren't very funny, right?
Yeah.
Right? A sense of humour and any kind of cultural worth is a rare thing, right? Right? Have we agreed on that? It's not that a unionist, queen loving person is not renowned for the art or expansive thinking and new ideas department, are they?
Yeah.
It's about aspiration, capitalism, and just pointing out how lefties are always moaning, right? So the fact that they managed to find a unionist with the Photoshop skills to graft Alex Salmon's face onto a white-haired man with a tracksuit was pretty impressive. It's come on a lot since 2014. Now, the same day that the Daily Record put this out, the charge sheet, I read a tweet, and it was And do you know what? These two things are not as one or the other. It's one or the other. They printed that front page the same day a tweet went out. 180 reasons Brexit's going to hurt the UK economy.
Right.
Now, the UK press is going to go to town on Salmond. Right? It's going to be everywhere, his face, and he's going to be linked towards independence referendum or the SNP. That's going to be the link.
Yeah.
My irritation is why are the newspapers still not reporting a lot of the stuff for Brexit?
Right. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Genuinely, like, you could have every paper agree.
That is a fucking great point.
Every paper tomorrow could say...
People already know what they would do now, don't they?
We're going to give you 180 reasons why Brexit's going to really hurt the economy, and all the sectors and all the jobs that are going to lose, and who's at risk, and who could end up having to live on money that you can't afford to live on and sell houses. Your kids are going to struggle, can't go to uni.
Nicola Sturgeon knew.
So you could have this. Every paper could agree that they're going to print honestly, no bias. This is how bad it's going to be, and everyone would still go, "Nah, we voted the way we voted.
Aye.
Nah, we're not changing. Don't you dare change this."
Aye.
Corbyn's in the IRA. Nicola Sturgeon's a wee Scottish boot. It's the fuck it doesn't matter.
Aye.
You can tell them the truth.
Corbyn's in the Mujahideen.
Like, who actually, like, see the people who reply.
Fuck, you fucking talked me round.
Who are the people who seen that £350 million bus and then read anything to do with it and went, I still think that £350 million right? And you go,
Aye.
No, everyone's disproving it. That's not a thing. That's a number that somebody just went, do you know what would be a good number up there? 350 million. Put it up.
See when I was recommending that playwright last week, James Graham.
Yeah.
I watched one of his films funded by Channel 4 and HBO with Benedict Cumberbatch called Brexit.
Yes, I didn't watch it, but I've seen it.
About the man Dominic Cumming.
Yeah.
That was working with... It wasn't Cambridge Analytica. That was who the other Leave campaigners worked with. It was another company that essentially they could tailor Facebook advertising using emotive language to the individual. The first time it had probably been used in the UK. It's well worth going out and having a look and watching it. But I don't think I'll ever vote in an election for anything again. And what I vote for will win. I don't think it'll ever happen again.
I've said for a very long time, see if they want people just to fucking shut off, what they should do is, see, instead of having this, do what Estonia have started doing now everywhere. They only did it for a couple of things. Was you had an app which had your, just for example, say your national insurance number, because that's unique to you,
right,
and a password. Every day something being voted on by your constituent, you could vote, and therefore your constituent had to vote how the population of your area voted.
But it's also, that's also, the condition of that is you must own a smartphone.
Well, then have it that you can phone up, or you can go to your library and log in, or you can do it. There's something that makes it accessible, where you go, do you know what, see, instead of just having a voice every 4 years, or we give you the stupid ability to vote to leave the EU and it's going to cripple fucking almost everyone. You need to vote on the tax cuts, right? There's going to be a tax cut vote. How do you want to vote? That's what I want to vote in this.
It's like getting one of those fucking, see when you see the sports teams training, and they've got the thing tied around their waist, and then there's a big water weight behind them that they need to pull. It's going, well, I've put this on now. That's me for 5 years.
I'm starting. Cool, we're doing this.
It looked a really good idea.
You can't even get voting machines in Westminster. They've still got to do it walking through a room, which is more archaic than the sentence in the Bible.
Yeah. This is a problem I've said for ages, is Sturgeon might actually be it, right? I don't know. And is it Karen Lucas for the Green Party?
Yeah.
See, for a politician to run for... You're right, this is going to completely ruin any Indy Ref 2, and it shouldn't. It's unrelated. He's no longer part of it.
Aye.
Like, he's out. But
the
problem is, it's a face that was linked to it before, and it's a problem. See, unless you have the fucking cleanest back record, you need to be removed from actually running this.
Some people would rather sing sectarian songs at the football than have free healthcare.
Yeah,
but it's not like that. It's they don't honestly believe that these people are. God,
it's personality.
I'm not going to use these people, right, because it's percentage, right. Some of these people are genuinely so thick that they just don't understand that the NHS could never not be a thing.
Aye.
They literally will not listen to it. They go, "How?
Right.
I still pay my taxes." You go, "See, when you don't have jobs, there's no tax
Right.
coming in.
Right.
That's why we have to privatise."
Right.
It's so annoying, man.
I was thinking about the demographic for Indy Ref, right? The younger ones voted for independence, so eventually it'll get through. But see the older ones that voted against it? I was thinking about how much of a problem I've got with that generation. See my mum's generation,
Aye.
people my mum's age, sort of, what we saying here, 60, say 55 to 75, right? I've got a huge problem with this generation because they demand the respect, that you know, that kind of respect your elders.
Aye, but then shite on you when they get the chance.
See, their parents, when they said respect your elders, they had grown up through mass poverty in World War II
Yep.
and made a lot of sacrifices. But there's a 20-year-old generation demographic strutting about as if they fucking beat Hitler. But all they did was cream the benefits of their parents and the free council house, the cheaper council houses, the free university education, a strong NHS. They have absolutely creamed it for fucking years.
Well,
see, but I would say that demographic is pretty much not every, but a very high 90% proportion of politicians.
Yeah.
Is it?
Respect your elders. No, fuck yous.
Aye.
You fought no wars, zero national service. You have absolutely voted to fuck your grandkids at every opportunity. Fuck your elders.
Is it £500 to run in elections?
Yeah.
See,
Because I think we've made this joke before, going like that. You could run on a very honest. I think we said it maybe last week. You could run on a very honest thing and just
policy.
go. Do you know what we're actually going to do? See people over 80. They don't get life-saving surgery anymore. They've had their run. Because that's what hospitals are just backed up at 80 to 95-year-olds. They're just... Because that is the biggest problem with the healthcare is we're too good. People are living too long, but they're getting kept alive in hospices, which are run basically on charity donations, which are a fucking fortune. The NHS is backed up with people who need to come in because you physically can't let people die, but at the same time you're going, this is why we've got a problem. Well, there's too many people.
That's why they're
I keep doing this. There's too many people. We talked about... In fact,
there isn't too many people.
But can I ask a question?
We do not have enough working people here.
I've got like a thing in my head that I was thinking about. Remember we talked about I said not being able to have kids for 5 years, and we said no, we need the kids to keep paying those pensions. Yeah. What I was thinking was, see all the people that are having kids every day going on maternity leave and not getting full pay, but they're taking money out of the government because a lot of the businesses won't pay any maternity pay. Would that not pay for itself if people kept working for the full 5 years and had to pay full tax? Would that not be the same thing?
I think it'd be different pots.
I was just literally thinking out loud, going like, if they were working full pay and not having
what you're describing there is other models that work in different countries. The employer takes a lot more of the brunt. Whereas
I don't think they do a lot now. I think they back out pretty quickly.
Aye, they do here.
They get like 8 weeks and it's like fucking down to your fucking national insurance pay.
See the initial thing I was talking about, the Banhammer and then the Olgins?
Aye.
See somebody retiring today at 65, 67, whatever. See somebody retiring today, right now. That generation has forced my generation to sell cosmetics door to door.
Yeah.
And then the younger generation are laughing at us because their granda fucked them.
Well, there's a perfect example I've noticed, right? Is, see if you order a Domino's or an Indian, I've noticed the age of the people delivering them.
Right.
It is every year. I mean, it might just be a couple old thing, but I very much doubt it. It's old people.
Aye.
I've literally seen like old guys come out Domino's and you're going, and now you literally end up going fucking away for £1 to like £5 because you're like fucking...
Yeah, it used to be a teenager's job.
Aye, you give him a quid, but you see an old guy, you go, fuck, there's a £5. Fucking hell, man.
Deliveroo.
Sorry, mate.
Uber Eats, right?
Aye.
Who decided delivery drivers were making too much money?
Aye.
Uber Eats and Deliveroo, well, look at the fat cats. What we need here is another agency layer to take some more money to corporate America.
Aye, that's annoying.
I ordered a naan the other night. The guy showed up my Hummer. What we need is somebody just policing that in the middle. Policing that in the middle.
Ah, it's so sad, man.
Do you know what I mean? They have went from delivering in automobiles to cars to scooters to wheelchairs. See, until my curry is delivered by a guy in a mobility scooter with one eye, then I don't think we have this. I don't think society is equal.
So, wheeling back slightly.
To Sam and I.
Aye.
Guilty! I don't even care if he's guilty or not. That guy needs to go to jail to let the independence referendum
That's
move
what I was
on.
going to say. The reality of the situation is that even if he's found guilty of something, it's almost certainly not going to be something that he's going to go to jail for.
Aye.
As far as anybody's aware. So no one's going to be satisfied with that.
Yeah,
But
correct.
for every person that's out there going, I do believe in independence, but I'm not going to vote for it because that Salmon's a dirty bastard.
Aye.
There's also another person going, well, of course, this is just a deep state activation
Aye.
of a secret
Aye.
squad. Going fucking hell.
Is someone going to go to jail? I don't
No.
think so. Are all those charges going to stick? I don't think so. Are people going to notice that? No.
No. Well, that's the thing. Like, even so, say
I'm going to vote no because I know politicians are pervert.
Do you not think
Well, how
there
can you-
seems to be a disproportionate amount of old politicians that are in trouble? Like, I think there should be an
No,
age cull of it all.
There's not enough. There's not enough of them in trouble.
Not publicly in trouble, but I think they are all. There's all whispering. There's always whisperings of like, fucking, this guy did that. This guy did this.
yeah, but that's because they're of a generation where when they came in young into offices at the start, you could tap your secretary's arse and it was fine.
See,
I think it's a lot worse
I watched
than that,
a
some
bit
of
of
the stuff that I've
First
heard.
Minister's questions during the week, and the thing that was getting brought up was there was an infection controversy at the Southern General.
Yeah, that's insane. So that there's...
What's insane? That there was an infection in a hospital.
Oh no, sometimes
Do you know what I mean? It's fucking.
yeah.
Then,
No, I mean the reaction to it has been completely mental.
aye, it's
Stuff happens in buildings,
aye.
and then they investigate it, then they find out what was causing it, and then they fix it.
Did anyone die?
Yes.
Aye, too.
Were they critically ill? That an infection, any infection would have toppled them over?
Possibly.
Could somebody come in with the flu next to them and fucking toppled them?
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye. You could have bought your see if the modern newspaper had been sold by a newsagent that had shingles. It probably would have been.
So these were patients that were in hospital being treated for something that was wrong with them that
Yep.
ended up dying. So
from-
it wasn't just like two people that walked by the hospital and then died.
No.
They got attacked by pigeons outside, and they
Yeah.
held their mouth open and shat in their
Yeah,
mouths.
unfortunately, people go into hospitals around other people who have got different illnesses, and sometimes they contract. So see if there's an infection in the building. That's just unfortunate.
It's so. I watched the First Minister's questions, and Richard Lennon looks like like somebody that's just there as doing work experience. Like,
Though it seems to have been built for the word hapless.
aye, but using see them using statements, and every party's guilty of it. Going, if the First Minister thinks this is what was it? Something along the lines of going, if the First Minister thinks this is good enough, if the Health Minister thinks this is good enough, if John Swinney thinks this is good enough, then I'm here to tell them this is not good enough. They're going, that's just shitty grandstanding. Please, talk like adults, solve the problem, and tell the truth. It's just get the grandstanding and pre-written sound bites are just
But that's
Very,
what
very-
proportional representation was
People-
supposed to stop.
People who say things without saying things.
aye.
Politicians are amazing at it.
Oh, take back control, clear. It's fucking.
Get us back to work. Fucking budget the deficit.
Aye.
What could my campaign slogans be that I can fucking
We're
run and
going
get
for a
some?
red, white, and blue Brexit.
Yeah.
I won't move my red lines. And then but do you know what Brexit's coming down to the now and why there's going to be a stalemate? There's 11 politicians in Northern Ireland that can't get fucking voted into their own assembly, dictating the DUP
Right, yeah.
and their 11 MPs are dictating what's happening on a separate island. Do you know what I mean? I'm not. It's about time fucking somebody from Ireland dictated what was happening here instead of the other way about. But that's just how fucked up the whole system is and needs revisited. They've taken £1 billion off the Tory party. The Theresa May's Brexit is now about keeping a shitty, horrible, austerity-driven capitalist party together rather than what's going to be best.
This is like the Trump coming in and feeling bad for George Bush, right? And thinking he wasn't that bad. See Theresa May with every waking minute.
Aye.
She's literally been landed the shittest job that she couldn't say no to.
Making basically Scotty. I was going to say no. Take that back.
It's like it's literally Craig White coming into Rangers after David Murray, going, "You're going to be the guy who takes a ship down." By the way,
Aye.
Sound. That's fine.
But imagine how funny it'll be when she's talking after dinners. Going,
When she's
what
finally
about, what
resigned.
about Brexit, eh? Oh, and the press were at my door every day saying, what you got to do, Theresa? And I was like, aye, it's...
No, she'll either need to go to an island to live herself or be killed, because she will have so much shit on everyone who's been involved in this, going, oh, that guy was given everything to make sure this happened.
Aye.
For X, Y, and Z. He paid my husband X, Y, and Z to make sure we get the security firms.
Aye.
It's going to be a fucking shit show.
Book tours of Central Asia.
You think so?
So, you know how
Theresa May's taking it?
you know how in Twitter, if you say something inappropriate or completely wrong, you will get your Twitter revoked.
John certainly does.
Right.
You'll get your Twitter, you'll get suspended or asked to be removed
Right.
of the tweet. How is it that newspapers can just write lies and then do retractions like a week later and then not be like taken out of circulation for a week and go, no, you deliberately wrote something that was wrong there that you knew was wrong. Like the Melania Trump stuff this week, the Telegraph have had to print a whole retraction on her dad that claimed that like he beat them and stuff when they were younger.
Right.
And they've went, oh, this was completely false. We put false stuff in the article. And you go, where did you get that? That just sounds like you just made up an article then.
Aye.
Because there's been you've shown no proof. So how do you still get to print a paper for the next few days?
The very dry answer to that is because of the laws around freedom of the press and freedom of speech in the press.
But then why apologise?
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Go, oh, sorry about that. Oh.
How about you realise the
Well-
fact that people stopped reading papers was because you stopped doing any sort of fact finding because you wanted to be first before you were right?
Unfortunately, there's still enough people reading papers.
Oh, way less than... Oh, my God.
Aye.
Oh,
But
every 6 months it's plummeting.
Aye. But where are they getting on this? Right? Think, that's a couple of weeks you've said, yeah, there's less and less people reading papers. Where are they getting on news, Gary?
Well, it's one guy in the building still buys it and shares it to everyone else.
It's Facebook,
Yeah.
clickbait, Cambridge Analytica. It's mood changing, motivation. Embrace your shittiest morals.
I'll give the one example that I'm trying to get convincing to all my Rangers fans friends. Is see when you see an article that's so deliberately trying to wind you up.
Aye.
See if you insist on talking about it, do not share the article.
Aye.
Just write, Keith Jackson wrote this in the Daily Record.
Aye.
Don't share the article.
Aye.
And leave it at that.
Look at this prick.
Because you share it and Keith Jackson just goes, how many did I get? And they go, it was opened 40,000 times. You go, oh well, the sponsors will be happy. Doesn't give a fuck.
See that? See the amount of times, like, I don't click on it anymore, but see, what pissed me off was, see the amount of times you would open up an article and it'd say, to read the rest of this article, please fill in this survey.
A fucking survey.
How about you suck eggs? Do you know what I mean? I'm not interested.
I fuck up your questions.
No, but then I go, do you know what? I'm not even going to press skip survey. I'm not even going to read the article. I'm coming out and going, that was a moment of madness. Get me away from this shit.
So do we have a worst guy update?
Yeah, we've got a couple. Right, last week, John inferred that somebody was the worst person ever.
Oh no, I didn't infer. I said that in my opinion he is. So is that
So
inference?
you inferred.
And R. Kelly
Yes.
rocketed
Yeah,
to the
what-
top of the T-Bat worst person ever league table.
Hashtag T-Bat worst person.
Okay, we encouraged any listeners that thought this is the worst person ever to give us a shout and say, no, who is your worst person? So 2 people got in touch, 2 of the absolute stalwarts of engagement that never let us down, Chris Sabu and Gary Welsh.
Mm-hmm.
We did ask for the person's name and then 3 reasons why they were the worst person ever. So Gary Welsh has ignored that format and just said, it's fucking Hitler, isn't it? I've got some surprises in store for Gary. Why would you put Hitler at the top? Why?
I don't know that I would. I don't think he's even in my top 10.
I think it's because
You've not even moved out your own postcode.
No.
Is that because Hitler's so passé?
No, I think what was Hitler didn't do a lot himself.
He's such a mainstream dictator.
Yeah.
Hitler didn't do a lot himself. That's my issue.
Do you think Hitler ever killed MD?
No, Nope, 100%. I don't think he did. I think he was... Well, maybe in World War One actually, because he served in World War One, didn't he?
Are we going to ever get an Alex Salmon video in his kitchen? Like in Good Friday? Like, sort of... Alex Salmon as Frank Underwood.
Well,
you liked it when I was telling you the truth, didn't you? You were with me the whole way. Now we're here, and you're there. Where are we going to end up? Just shot in a shitty phone with an agger. Right. What we saying? Hitler. If you're going to go for the dictators, Hitler is only third. Right. I done some.
Pol Pot.
Pol Pot only done 1.7 million.
Oh, okay.
And that is off the top of my head.
So,
That's not even
so Stalin's what, in the 50s?
Stalin's 2. Right. Hitler.
26.
Yeah, but
Hitler is responsible for the death of 17 million officially. Stalin 23.
Oh, I thought he was way more than that.
He probably is. Do you know what I mean? These are conservative.
What about Mao?
estimates. Mao Zedong
60?
78.
Oh,
78.
But if are you taking that as a percentage of the possible people
Nope.
that they could?
No, because if you look down the list, it's also about percentage. It's also time served.
Okay.
So Hitler done 17 million in 30, 40, 35. So that's
30, 40, 45.
30, 40, 45. That's 11 years. I'm going to need your maths brain for this one. Stalin did 23 from 1922 to 1953.
22 to 53?
Yep, that's a long fucking time, isn't it?
Fucking hell. Right, okay.
And then Zedong done 78 and 43 to 76.
Oh, so Hitler's actually the better rate per year, isn't he?
If that's your metric.
But no.
The word better there seems...
I just think, see, because he had to get people to do the work, there's much worse people in Hitler within that time.
Aye. So,
see the guy who... There's obviously the guy that's went to Hitler went, we've discovered gas chambers. Like, that wasn't... There was no way Hitler thought... Hitler was a fucking art student. There's no way he went, gas chambers. Somebody's went, I can create something.
right.
That Mengele? Or was he just eugenics?
I can put the...
What about the ScotRail of the fucking people that made the line from Berlin to Auschwitz? Somebody made
right.
that.
See if you go... We've spoken about this before. See if you go to BAE Systems or the... what's the submarine base out by you?
Fastlane.
Fastlane. See if you go and you speak to the workers, go, I just work in the canteen.
Yeah.
I was going, what do I do? I work in aerodynamics.
Apparently.
Do you know what I mean? Everybody's got a wee tiny job.
See the people who make nuclear missiles?
Yep.
They don't know that they make nuclear missiles. It's all compartmentalised
Aye.
into tiny
Everybody's
little
got a wee job.
fragments, and then it's assembled somewhere else. So nobody in the chain knows exactly what bit they're doing.
But that makes them even more complicit. You work with nuclear weaponry, but you don't know what you're doing. That's worse.
Aye.
No.
That's way worse. I've got this killer rap. I don't know what I'm doing with it.
No, but they don't actually know. They just know that they make an electronic board.
But they would
make a...
Right, okay, there could be guys now. But there's people that do know what could potentially be the thing they're creating.
Your dad makes triggers.
Like, there's no the guy going like, see those showers we fitted in Poland? Why were they linked to the gas? Why was just the gas turned on?
That was just a showroom.
Aye, mate, it's a different way. Don't worry about
it. So, see at the 17 million, right, this is a good question.
Right.
See at 17 million, how many do you think Hitler killed personally?
Less
with his bare hands.
Less than 500.
But you think Hitler killed 500 people with his bare hands?
No,
I think it's with his bare hands or like with a gun.
I'm going for none. I don't think Hitler killed anybody.
I think he'll have shot someone. He'll have shot
I think it's in single figures.
He'll have shot someone who pissed him off. He'll have killed someone. So? Yeah, there'll have been someone. Because how else would you get to that point and stay there? People would have to know that you couldn't be overthrown.
Right, okay. So, Zedong, 78 million. How many do you think Mao killed personally?
A lot.
Right, okay. Stalin.
A hell of a lot. He was photoshopping.
Aye. But killed with his own hands.
Oh, he killed hundreds. Hundreds.
No, hundreds.
Yes. Hundreds. He killed hundreds himself.
So...
Allegedly, also including Lenin.
Do you think so?
Mm.
Right.
Who was the third guy? Who was the guy that
Trotsky.
he photoshopped everything? There was like a third guy that would get photoshopped out of everything.
No, he was after.
Yeah.
Was he? There was one that like famously got photoshopped out of everything.
Trotsky's maybe the...
Maybe. That sounds familiar.
They ended up getting him in South America with an axe in the head.
Well, that's the thing. Lenin on his deathbed wanted to let people know that no way should Stalin be in charge of appointing who would come after him.
Aye.
And then somebody went out and went, by the way, who's in charge of choosing the next person? They went, oh, it's Stalin. They went, listen, Lenin says you shouldn't be in charge. And then he was dead the next day.
The other contribution we had was from Chris, who went for Canadian Prime Minister. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
It's the worst guy.
Yep. His 3 reasons was he's a climate hypocrite.
Right.
He's turned a blind eye or helped with the coup in Venezuela. And he refuses to abolish the private property laws in Canada. Does that make him the worst person ever?
Depends how many people it's impacting, because he could be easily impacting way more than 17 million lives, which he probably is, negatively.
That's true.
Not to the point of death.
But is it worse to have somebody just be killed instantly, or have them killed over a lifetime by pure constricting everything they could have via benefits, free speech? Eventually they're not going to have any sort of free education or healthcare, because they're just fucking it up, because they won't
Do you think he's bad news with a good looking face?
I don't think he realises what he's doing. I think he's a nice guy with good intentions who's fucking up because he doesn't realise what he's actually doing.
You know, as I'd expect from Chris, he's raised quite a good philosophical question. Is it worse to be evil and directly kill people, or is it worse to have bad actions by laziness and lack of action?
And indirectly killing people?
Yeah.
This is the bit of the podcast people are going to masturbate to that.
I like the Trudeau one because it is it's left field. It's not the traditional ones we're going to get. We're going to get the Hitler, Stalin, Mao, Donald Trump.
We've done them. We've done some of the big hitters early.
I've not finished Surviving R. Kelly, so I'm still compiling my best 3 bullet points. But right now, mainly, is sleeping with people under 15 years old. That's the top bullet point.
Right, okay. Top bullet point.
If that's your bullet point, you're going to get many more people than that that top R. Kelly.
And if he's leave me to make up the league table and the infographic, then it's going to be Maurice Johnson.
But do you know my problem with R. Kelly is, see the guy who sung Lost Prophets?
Uh-huh.
Right, one good song, right? R. Kelly has like 4 of the best songs I've ever heard.
What's your body telling you?
What? So it hurts me more with R. Kelly things. I go, you prick. There's a Space Jam song. There's fucking the Muhammad Ali film with Will Smith song. Remixed Ignition was a belter when I was in high school. He's ruined it.
Which is ironic, because that is the time that he would probably have been interested in you.
He doesn't. He's not into anyone that was born when I Believe I Can Fly came out.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's probably right.
So we'll leave it there.
Yep. Have a good week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the support.
Love you guys.
Take all this with a pinch of salt.
Bye.